Hello, this is Allison. I start school in about like 2 weeks from now, and this year I'm a junior, and I thought it would be a really fun idea to make a video about different things that I wish I'd known when I was first starting out in college as a freshman, especially since there's a lot of people I know this year who are AGTubers and are also starting college. So I thought this would be a really helpful tips video, but it's also a little bit reflective of my own experience. So the first thing that I wish I knew as an AGTuber in college when I was first starting out is that people are generally more accepting of doll collecting as a hobby than they are in high school. I felt like I wasn't super open about collecting dolls in high school because high schoolers are just really mean, to be honest. But then when I was being more open in college, a lot of people were very kind and accepting about it. I was fortunate enough to have a roommate. Part of it too was that this roommate was also somebody I already knew and also knew a little bit about me, but she was also really sweet and accepting about the dolls I collected. And I've also had multiple experiences where I brought dolls to different campus events and people would usually be really kind about it or really curious about them too. One example was in a Halloween event. I brought a doll and the person there was just absolutely gushing over the doll and asked me where the wig was from and where the outfit was from. And then in a separate event, I think I posted about this a few months ago, but I actually won an award from my school's film event, and the film I submitted was a stop motion, and people were really amazed with what I did and really supportive and accepting about it. So if you're not ready to talk to people about your dolls, and that's perfectly fine, but people in college are way more kind and accepting about doll collecting as a hobby than in high school. Second thing I wish I knew as well was college. Just because you're in college does not mean it's the automatic death of your AGTube or AGIG. I know it might seem like that, and your business might vary based on your major and the type of schedule you have, but if you manage your time well enough, you can make time for just about anything. That being said, it's perfectly okay to take breaks every so often, although time management can help with prioritizing all the tasks you want to do and all the things you want to accomplish. Some schedules are obviously busier than others, and some majors are busier than others. I at least looked out my first 2 years because I was a psychology major, but at the same time, a lot of the classes I took were all like gen ed stuff, so I could dedicate more time towards like videos. I'm not sure how that is gonna work out quite as well this year, but of course it's perfectly okay to just take a step back, take a break if you're feeling burnt out and exhausted. This is supposed to be fun. Of course, this is kind of a given, but for the dolls you didn't bring to school with you, or of course because when you bring dolls and stuff that's very valuable to college, there's always a risk of them getting damaged or stolen. If you decide not to bring any dolls to college, you'll definitely miss them, and that is just a given. But also, it depends of how far your campus is, but you'll be back soon enough. You may miss them in the moment, but it's definitely not gonna be forever. I at least lucked out because I know there's like other people on here where their college is like 5 hours away, and I don't know how I'd be able to handle something like that. I was at least lucky that my college was like a little over an hour, but of course, even when you're homesick, it's not really the best option to like constantly go home all the time, even if you are really close, because you know, when you go home too often, then you don't establish friends and clubs and other fun things about being in college. Okay, so one of the last tips, number 5, is if you do decide to bring a doll with you to college, explore campus. It's fun. Most college campuses will have their own like nature trail or other little things or parks in it. It depends on what type of campus you have, but mine had trails and all kinds of stuff, and it was also part of a smaller town too, and it was really fun to explore, and you might find a bunch of fun areas to do like photo shoots and stuff in that you didn't know existed, or just even to take a little walk in. Last tip, so this is number 6, make sure you find a roommate that's accepting of your doll hobby. I lucked out for the first 3 years of my college experience. My freshman year, I was supposed to get a roommate, but I ended up just getting a room by myself, which is really nice. Okay, and then this year, as well as last year, I had a friend who was already very familiar with my doll collecting be my roommate, and they were very cool and accepting with me bringing dolls into the dorm room. but keep in mind not all roommates are gonna be that way, so it's gonna feel, if you want to bring dolls with you to college, it's gonna behoove of you to like have some sort of clear communication, or just to test out the waters by not bringing a doll right away and just see how the roommate is on like the first week or so. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have fun, and good luck to all of you that are going back to school. Yeah, if you have any more tips or anything you would like to add, make sure you comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!